motion creates emotion. This is why I incorporate subtle pan or orbit movements even in my tech videos. Today we're diving deep into the world of stabilization with the brand new DJI RS4 gimbal. I want to be upfront and honest with you guys. I'm not quote unquote a gimbal guy who uses one every single shot. However, I do believe they're absolutely necessary for key movements like establishing shots or providing a different perspective. My first gimbal was actually the original Ronin, and it was far from being a solo filmmaker's tool. It was unbearably heavy and cumbersome for me to operate by myself. However, the Ronin series has come a very long way since then. Let's start with the unboxing experience and my overall first impressions of the build quality of the DJI RS4. Inside you get a nice little carrying case, and it's crazy how compact and small this case is considering that it's holding a gimbal. When opening the case for the first time and handling the RS4, I can't get over how robust this build quality is. Also, they went ahead and Teflon coated all the arms for less friction when balancing. This design is extremely compact and lightweight compared to all the previous models, especially the first Ronin that I owned. This gimbal has a very intuitive button layout and a nice ergonomic pistol grip, and I love this fine-tuning knob for those precise adjustments when balancing your gimbal. Now let's explore some of the more standout features and what makes this one different over the previous generation. First off, you get that 4th generation RS stabilization algorithm for that much smoother footage. Oftentimes in the past, I felt like I was fighting the gimbal to make different movements, but I feel like this one is a lot smoother and kind of predicts my movements in a way that is a lot more natural. This gimbal also has a 6.6 pound payload capacity, so it's going to be perfect for like mirrorless camera setups, long lenses, 24-70s. And probably the coolest thing about this gimbal is this new design horizontal plate, which makes it super simple to switch from horizontal to vertical. And we all know that vertical shooting is very popular nowadays, and actually kind of a necessity if you plan on growing on YouTube and social media. You have to have vertical video in your bag. So this definitely helps you get that nice professional vertical footage and not have to lose any resolution and crop into your horizontal footage. Another dope feature that actually adds to the quality of life when using this gimbal is the fact that it has a Bluetooth shutter button for wireless control. So now you can seamlessly connect from your gimbal to your camera wirelessly without any cables and start and stop recording without having to touch your camera itself. So definitely a huge quality of life improvement on this gimbal. In addition to all these cool knobs and joysticks and switches, you actually get a nice intuitive OLED touchscreen, so that way you can operate it and change settings directly on the screen itself. And the other two accessories that I have included in this combo are the Focus Pro motor and also the extended battery. And you can actually control that Focus Pro motor with the built-in jog wheel on the handle, so that way you can fine-tune your focus points if you have manual cinema lenses, or if you decide to, use a telephoto lens, you can move that gear wheel over to the zoom ring and actually adjust the zoom in and out, kind of like a tight and wide rocker. Or also you can control through Bluetooth clear image zoom if you're using one of the Sony cameras. Now this is much more of a showcase versus a review, because I feel like there are a lot of people out there like me that aren't necessarily like gimbal guys, or gimbal people, gimbal girls that use gimbals, for every single shoot. I use them seldomly, but if I were to, spend my hard-earned money on some gear that I think would improve my kit, it's definitely going to be a DJI RS4 or even the RS4 Pro if you need a heavier payload. I feel like a gimbal is something that I'm always super impressed with, but when I do buy one, I hardly ever use it. And the fact that this is super easy to use, intuitive, and just a lot better than a lot of the other branded, gimbals that I've used in the past. The software is amazing. The hardware is amazing. It's a nice pairing. So if you're going to be spending your hard-earned money and you need a gimbal that, for those instances where you need that specific tool, this is definitely going to be the one that I personally would recommend to anyone out there looking at gimbals. And also the battery life. The battery life is really good. With the standard handle, you get 12 hours of battery life with the little battery grip that's included. And I like that battery grip because it's, small and compact and it's light. And you definitely feel the added weight, if you were to rig this out or have it be a heavy payload, you're gonna feel it in your shoulders and your back and your core. But having that light grip is a huge plus. And also the fact that it does also house 12 hours of battery life is very nice. But for those longer shoot days and projects where you need a little bit more battery life, you can actually get something like this. This is the extended battery, which provides up to 29.5 hours of battery life. I personally haven't needed that much battery life since I've been, like I said, testing it out and just using it here and there around the house and getting, quick product shots. But I could definitely see how beneficial it will be if you're doing long shoot days, if you're DPing or camera operating a long project, or you just don't want to have to worry about recharging your batteries in between uses. you can actually use this battery grip for quite a while. Like I said earlier, I've actually owned and used other gimbals from like Zhiyun, like the Crane 3S, the Crane 2. I've used a couple other ones from offshoot companies, but the one thing that you actually notice immediately as soon as you pick up your phone and launch the app is the software is so much better on the Ronin app. That is normally the Achilles heel of any of these companies, is that, you know, of course they have high power motors and they can handle and hold this and that, but it really doesn't matter if the application sucks. And I'm happy to report that the DJI Ronin app is amazing. It's constantly updated with firmware updates, so that way it's, you know, up to date for the product that you're using, has advanced features, and it gives you the ultimate control over your gear. Now let's break down some of the pros and cons of the DJI RS4. The pros, of course, exceptional stabilization performance, user-friendly interface, you know, setup process is super seamless. I love the fact that the 3 different access points have locks in place. When you turn it off, it automatically locks and closes itself. This thing is super intuitive, and it's honestly the best gimbal I've ever used. I also love its versatility and compatibility with different camera systems, and the fact that it works really well with Sony cameras with the Bluetooth functionality. And I love the build quality. It's lightweight, and the Teflon coated arm rails is something that I honestly didn't know I needed. I mean, you know, after you use something like this with Teflon coated rails, it's super fluid and seamless and easy to balance this gimbal. You don't have to worry about the metal rubbing together and giving you that unwanted friction when you need that millimeter adjustment, you know what I mean? So the Teflon coating is definitely a must on any gimbal going forward. Another pro in my opinion is the fact that the pricing is actually really competitive. If you're looking to get the RS4 combo, you're gonna spend around 720 bucks, and that includes the Focus Pro motor and also the briefcase style handle. Not to mention the real winner here in the quality of life improvement is the fact that the software is so much better than the competitors. Now, if you're anything like me, you don't use gimbals all the time, or this is your first gimbal that you bought in years, the learning curve is definitely there. It'll take a little bit of time to get used to some of the more advanced features like tracking and panorama and time lapses and stuff like that, but it's all there in front of you. And the fact, like I said earlier, the fact that the software is so intuitive, it's easy to get into. It won't take you, you know, forever to master this gimbal. Another con that honestly, I don't know if I would consider it a complete con, is the fact that this actually may be overkill for, you know, more casual users or vloggers. Like I said, if you're looking to get something like a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 that is extremely versatile, small, compact, allows you to get, you know, D-Log M. It's really intuitive. Anyone can pick that thing up and just go. And it's super lightweight, compact. There's really no comparison when you're talking about how compact and small the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is versus the RS4. But if you want to get that professional look and use your professional cameras, the RS4 is the way to go. The DJI RS4 does sit at the higher end of the gimbal market, but its performance and features justify the investment for serious filmmakers and content creators. Compared to, you know, the other professional grade stabilizers, it offers excellent value for your money. Moreover, it has a wide range of accessories from, you know, the Focus Pro motor to wireless transmission systems, which allows this gimbal to grow with you as a filmmaker. In conclusion, the DJI RS4 represents a significant advancement in gimbal technology. Its enhanced stabilization, intuitive design, and sophisticated features make it an excellent choice for filmmakers aiming to boost their production quality. While it may be more than what casual users require, professionals and enthusiasts will find it to be a worthwhile investment. The RS4's capabilities offer a compelling package for those serious about their craft. And that's it. That's the DJI RS4 gimbal. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tech and filmmaking content. Drop your questions and comments down below. This will be an evolving conversation. I'm always down in the comment section, so if there's anything that I didn't get to in this video, be sure to leave a question. I'll test it out in real time and get back to you in the comment section. But it's been a pleasure as usual. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.